what does a human being have to do to achieve ascension, to reach a higher level of existence?
Mm-hmm.
There's a point where we transcend into higher vibrational, non-physical reality.
You mean the human being?
Human being.
Human being.
How do we evolve to the higher level?
Yeah, also we live here as a human being, and we learn in our life, and then we die, and then in the whole process there is a next existence for our spirit form with a new personality, and this goes on and on for millions of years. And then comes the time when a human being has learned so much, is so wise, and has proficiency to achieve things, and of course masters telepathy, and can use the consciousness-based forces. And then this person there is no longer the need that the person will reincarnate or incarnate, and then comes the next step or the phase of the half material existence, when the former human being is in kind of a half material plane existing, and this lasts also for millions, dozens of millions of years, and then comes the next level.
How do we accelerate the process, and what abilities do you have to develop, like speed reading, perfect recall, ability to see auras, ability to astral project? How do you accelerate that process?
The best,
Where are you going ahead?
yeah, the best way to accelerate is by living according to the creational laws and recommendations. Lead a virtuous life, learn, think what you think about the things that you are confronted with, and especially to try to grasp only the truth. And the truth is only there to be found where reality is. I think this is the main reason. It doesn't matter to learn telepathy or try to move things with thoughts, and so this is just a sensation, and it's not the main thing. The main thing of the human being is to learn to be a good human being, to have a good impact on the surroundings and the other human beings, and learn the virtues. That's if you do this, and of course if you also learn techniques, you are not opposed to the progress, technical progress or civilization, then you are on the right track.
And the meditation as well.
And then of course learn to know yourself, and the best means for this is being together with human beings, but also to meditate, to get calm in your thoughts and try to observe your thinking, your fears, your everything from yourself, that you get to know yourself profoundly.
The Gnostics say you should learn sacrifice. You have to contribute to the evolution of the universe. You have to provide leadership, be involved in politics, teach mysticism, stuff like that. Is that part of it?
Yeah, you have. It's where you are. There is the evolution happens there where you are. Be it if you are a teacher, you can learn there. If you are a driver, you learn by driving the truck. Every time that you react or are in contact with other people, you are learning. And of course, good leaders, good politicians would be are or is a very important requirement. because there should not be psychopaths in the governments, heads of the states, heads of the companies. But best would be that the people learn the spiritual teaching.
Billy talks about love is really important.
Yes, love is one of the four key values. The love, peace, freedom, and harmony. These four, these are, so to speak, the cornerstones of existence. And you should try to strive for these values and implement them in your life.
So, in order for us to involve ourselves continuously to a higher level, we live by just creational law and living according to the recommendations. But what about the animals? So animals, they don't have a self-aware consciousness, and like insects. So what's the rules for them for the creation evolution?
Mm-hmm.
So we have animals, and some plants only has animals, doesn't have human.
Mm-hmm.
And some plants only has plants.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the rules for them compared to human beings?
Yeah, there in the according to the plan, if you can call it a plan, according to the creational laws, there was if there is a habitable planet for human beings, first plant life will evolve, and based on this plant life, then animal life can be created or develops. And only then, if these foundations or these requirements are given, can a human being coming into existence, because a human being needs flesh, meat and plants to exist. And that's the normal way. And animals are different from human being is an entirely different category of life form, because it's the human being is the only creature or being who is able to make these decisions, free decisions to do something or not do something. This is not possible basically for the animals. Animals are living after are instinct driven, and the human being is consciousness driven. The human being knows about himself. He can reflect upon his person, his future, his past. This is not possible for animals. There are some animals who have some intelligence, of course, have some feelings. That's the mammals, for instance. But their meaning to exist is to be a part of the whole system that human beings can live. On a planet, there are planets only with plants, and there will only be plants, and then it vanishes. There are planets perhaps with animal life and plant life, and they will not grow into it's not a necessity that on each planet human beings develop from if there are plants and animals. But if I understand your question correctly, the animals have a different role, not a task, so to speak. They are just living. Nature is so diverse and so multifold,
Multifaceted.
and it's just like everything in nature, it's a surplus of all kinds of forms and species and yeah.